Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video.
Now, it's no secret that Hungary's capital is one of the loveliest cities in Europe. But beyond the bright lights of Budapest, there are countless more beautiful places in Hungary, such as spa towns, the mountains, or even the castles. So let's take a look at some of the most beautiful places in Hungary. Number 1. Budapest. They say it's the best amongst the beautiful Hungarian cities. Budapest is filled with plenty of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, world-class museums, stunning architecture, and of course, a legendary nightlife scene, which I definitely know. But whatever side of the city that you're standing on, whether it's Buda or Pest, there's beauty around every single corner, such as the Grand Buda Castle, the stately Parliament building, and the Danube. But of course, not forgetting the famous thermal water baths. But if you want to see the Hungarian capital from her best angle, head up to the Fisherman's Bastion for some of the most incredible views from atop Castle Hill. Number 2. Szentendre. Just to the north of Budapest, right at the gateway to the Danube Bend, you will come across the scenic town of Szentendre. And it's also known as the town of artists, just because of its decorative architecture. Now, the easiest way to travel from Budapest to the town is by taking the local train. And you can explore the colourful houses separated by narrow, cobbled streets and the decorated churches and small independent art galleries. All these elements complete a wonderful picture. And this riverside town was made famous from that Netflix TV series, The Witcher, the one where they got rid of Cavill. And it was used as the museum grounds as a set for the main character's home village. Number 3. Lake Balaton. Biggest lake in Central Europe. Lake Balaton, which is a freshwater lake, is one of the top resort towns in the country. Now, though some might associate Balaton with high-rise hotels and the pretty chic beaches, but there's a softer side to the lake. So of course, the biggest attraction here, if you do decide to go on holiday, is the water activities such as swimming, rowing, rafting. These are all available on the lake during the busy summer months. But also on the northern bank of Lake Balaton, you will find Szigliget Castle. And that's quite an interesting activity or attraction that I highly recommend that you should visit. It's one of the most scenic forts in the region, and due to its location, it used to play an important role in defending the Kingdom of Hungary during the wars with the Ottomans. So what you will find are magnificent ruins which are right on the summit of a 230-meter high volcanic hill. So it's quite steep. So if you have mobility issues, it might be difficult, and it's roughly around €5, but very much well worth the visit. Another easy day trip from either Budapest or Bratislava in Slovakia is to visit Gyor, which is a great choice for an alternative European getaway. Now, this river city is kind of like a treasure box of Baroque buildings boasting hundreds of architectural wonders. And I think you will be really impressed with the old town in Gyor. It's really picturesque, lined with winding lanes and charming corners. But you can also find numerous sculptures that adds that little bit of an extra nice touch. And eventually, you'll find yourself in front of the magnificent town hall. So this is a great option instead of visiting Vienna or Bratislava. Or you can use it as another opportunity for a less touristy day trip. Number 6. Eger. This is also located in northern Hungary, and it's a very historical city, with everything you want in a beautiful Hungarian destination. Thermal baths, Baroque architecture, a legendary history, and of course, a stunning castle to top it off. So if you do brave the 100 odd steps to the top balcony, you'll see the best views of the city. The remains of the fortress from which the town was defended from the Turks in 1551 are on the hill to the northeast. Number 7. Holloko. In the valley of the Cserhát Mountains, just under 100 kilometers northeast of Budapest, you will find the beautiful village of Holloko. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and registered in 1987 thanks to its 700 plus year old castle that was built shortly after the Mongol invasion as a defense against future onslaughts. So this is a great village to walk around and explore the old style architecture outside. And just to let you know, there's a legend attached to the castle, one that is still widely regarded as true, and I'll let you read up on it. Number 8. Pecs is an ancient city in southern Hungary, and it's close to the Croatian border, much like Eger. And it's always been a multicultural Hungarian city, thanks to its centuries worth of Celtic, Roman, Ottoman, and Austro-Hungarian history. The nearby hills were once mined for their metals and mineral waters, but today they form the perfect backdrop for the city. And it's bordered by rolling plains on one side. Now I think it's one of the most underrated cities in Europe. Now the highlight here is one of the most spectacular cathedrals in Hungary. It was once a former mosque, converted into the Catholic Church. If you want to see a UNESCO European capital, this is a great choice. Number 9. The journey continues towards a very small town called Gyomaendrőd, and it's located in southeast Hungary. A quiet resort place in beautiful surroundings bordered by backwaters, forests and meadows. It has a very interesting and long history, which dates back to the 12th century. Although only the old standing churches and buildings which are nowadays the testimony of its extensive heritage. Overall, if you're looking for a small town vibe, then this is it. Number 10. Pannonhalma. So I think this is another cool town to visit. A 25-minute drive from Gyor, so you can connect both of them together. and it's a lovely city in northwest Hungary. So Pannonhalma is set in a picturesque countryside, a hidden gem away from the major cities. And it's renowned for its iconic attraction, Pannonhalma Archabbey, which is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And it dates back to the 10th century. So if you fancy a slow day trip from one of the major cities like Vienna, then I recommend that you visit this little gem. And there you have it, folks, some very interesting destinations in Hungary. And there are some great day trips from Budapest and even Vienna and Bratislava. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, and of course I will see you all on the next one.